It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Bills and the Bengals on Sunday night primetime.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-fought AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They start the drive with Cook, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Bengals defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Bills at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this down to the 36. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The U&I partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a 1-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mixon again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. Let's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Allen. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Oh, the return is Jones. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First down, here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Jones. The Bengals getting set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've done.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. try to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll come up 2nd and 7. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his throw here is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Desmond Ridder, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, on Monday Night Football, a good-looking matchup in the AFC. Chargers and Jets from MetLife Stadium. Coverage, 8:15 Eastern Time. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Pushes him over. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bills have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bengals 7.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And now He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mixing up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. And Boyd in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone. So
here are the Bills to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Allen now on 1st down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 42 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Burrow on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
2-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll take this down to the 26. Now Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 15 at the Bills' 31-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carried around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the